Hi guys, there is an authority called National Highway Authority of India. I hope every one of you are aware of it. And you know what is the statutory auditor's fee for them? 1 rupee. Yes, it is 1 rupee. The statutory audit fees is 1 rupee. By the way, it is not the audit fees for the entire NHAI, one of the subsidiary company for NHAI, which is a private limited company and a government company, because entire ownership is by NHAI. It's a private limited company which is a government company. They released a tender document, and the auditor participated in the tender and quoted just 1 rupee as the fee and got the audit work. And the amount of work that is involved in national highway projects, especially the audit work, is enormous. So much of manpower is required, so much of time, so many is required. But still, the firm is charging only 1 rupee as audit fee. Let's decode, is it legally permitted or not? Is it ethically permitted or not? You know, there is a lot of criticism which the audit profession is receiving because of this particular incident across the financial spectrum. We CAs are receiving a lot of criticism. How can a firm can quote 1 rupee fee? Then I will question the government. You should not question this to the CA firm. You should question the government who put 1 rupee as the minimum fee. You see, this is the tender document of National Highway Authority of India. There is a company called Rajmark Infra Investment Managers Private Limited, which is created by NHI. It's a government company. Here one more lesson. A government company can be a private limited company or can also be a public limited company. Don't think government company means always public company. Most of the government companies, no, especially which are not listed, okay, closely held companies, they're all private limited only. So this is a private limited company and also a government company. Now look at this company, that to first statutory auditor, first auditor appointment, they released some tender document. Now you see, here no, they have a list of CA firms who can participate in this tender. They have given even list of CA firms who can participate in this tender. You know what scope of work? Conducting audit of financial statements of so and so as per Ind AS. Oh my God. And limited review of quarterly financial results, tax audit, IFC framework related report you need to give, and certificate of confirmations as may be required you should update. This is the scope of work. And see the tender guidelines here. By the way, here no, who can participate in this tender? Those whoever auditors have empaneled. Okay, whoever auditors have empaneled auditors. Empanelment means registering the audit firm's names on so and so portal. That's empanelment we call. Okay, fine, that's not an issue, that's not the main thing here. So these are the state list of auditors who can be appointed as an auditor. List of CAs also they have given. These CA firms only can participate. Okay, now look at the fees. You will shock. People are questioning about the audit firm. People are questioning about audit firm integrity. Now I will give a bold reply to them. Arey, yeah, bid declaration, undertaking, where is it? Bid terms. I think before this itself it is there. Fine. You know, people are questioning how can an auditor quote 1 rupee as an audit fee? Then my reply will be notes for the bidder. Minimum amount of fees to be quoted is 1 rupee. See, the government itself is saying you can quote 1 rupee fee and then we will allot the work. An entire public is questioning the government. Every other spectrum, every other domain, people are questioning auditors' integrity here. You know, in this case, what are they questioning? How can an audit firm quote 1 rupee? My question is, how an audit firm can quote 1 rupee? Legality, all that I will talk later. First of all, how dare the government has to put 1 rupee as minimum fee? Which means the government is very clear that they're not interested in paying the fee. Why? Because doing one of the very big government company audit itself is an experience certificate for the firm. That itself is a goodwill to the firm. That itself is a fees to the firm indirectly. Through by showing this particular experience certificate, tomorrow they can bring much more audits, many more audits. Yes or no? And that is the reason the firm has responded by quoting only 1 rupee as fee and got the audit. They were appointed as an audit. They were selected as an auditor. Now everybody is questioning integrity of the auditor. Like how ethical the auditor can quote. I will also show you ethical guidelines which are approved by CA, which is approved by Council of ICAI, which is approved by CA, which is approved under CA Act, which is approved by Parliament. The same Parliament itself agreed. If you are questioning the CA firm integrity, you are questioning indirectly the Constitution of India. You are indirectly questioning the Parliament of India. Okay, may not be Constitution. Parliament of India, you're questioning indirectly. NHAI is an authority created by Parliament. ICAI is an authority created by Parliament. Yes or no? In ICAI it is permitted, and NHAI also acted upon the same, and the auditor has quoted 1 rupee fee. What's wrong? Now I'll tell you. Can auditor quote 1 rupee fee? You know, in CA final, in audit, in our CA final audit, we have something called council guidelines and self-regulatory measures. It's a very big lesson, very big case study to many CA students. I think it's very good case study. Self-regulatory measures. Self-regulatory measures have given something called minimum scale of fee. We call it as MSF. Minimum scale of fee. How much minimum fee a firm should charge. Minimum fee, how much they should charge. And I'm telling you, for this kind of government company audits, the amount of fees is somewhere around lakhs. That's a minimum scale of fee. Minimum fees that a firm should charge as per ICAI rules. But you know what? This is recommendatory, not mandatory. This is recommendatory, not mandatory. And there is contrarily, there is something called it's not contrary. Yeah. Okay, fine. There is something called council guidelines. What this guideline says, you know, can chartered accountants participate in tenders and quote fees and then get the audit? Yes, they can participate if minimum fee is mentioned in the tender document released by the client. Here client is what? NHAI. In the tender document, if minimum fees is prescribed, you can respond. If there is no minimum fees prescribed, you should not respond. Legally, as per code of ethics issued by ICAI, what this firm has done is absolutely right. So legally they're right. As per ethical standards by ICAI, as per ethical standards of ICAI, the firm, whatever they quoted 1 rupee is right. So here the firm has taken an advantage of experience. They want to gain some experience or reputation. Nothing wrong. Minimum amount 1 rupee they quoted, and the firm took an advantage. What's wrong in the firm? Whether it is viable to them or not, leave it. See, we have, I don't know, many people are saying, you know, that will affect quality of work, all that. If at all it is affected quality of the work, the firm will face consequences later. Most of the government projects audit which is done by chartered accountants. See, generally most of the government projects C&AG will take care, most of them. But for few things, government companies alone, CA firms will be appointed. And again, that will be scrutinized by C&AG. If at all in supplementary audit by C&AG, if they found out that audit is having so many lapses, they will refer the case to Quality Review Board or NFRA. So there is a review mechanism which is there. Fees is never a criteria for auditors to do service. The quality of audit is never dependent upon the fee. I'm talking about stat audits. The stat audits quality is never dependent upon the fee. Like I'm doing this video even to make sure somebody who do not have any idea on all this comprehensively, so that they will not misinterpret this entire article and take their own conclusions. This is what. Understood? So council guidelines, CA guideline says if minimum fees is mentioned, we can respond. Now look at the tender document, minimum fees mentioned. Yeah, 1 rupee mentioned. Now can a CA firm respond? Yeah, they can respond and participate in the tender process. Now they participated, they quoted minimum fee, 1 rupee only they quoted, and they got the audit, they got the audit contract. The engagement they got. What's wrong in that? What's wrong in their end? Now I say they should charge minimum fees. No, there is no such rule, compulsory rule, no such rule. The firm can encash this opportunity, nothing wrong ethically. Audit quality, if at all there is an issue in audit quality, if at all they did not do the audit properly, they are liable for consequences later. We have schedule number 2 in a CA Act. We have something called schedule number 2, part number 1, clause number 2. Without examining, if at all the CA firm is certifying the financial statements, without examining, carelessly if they do audit, they are guilty. They will be treated as guilty. If audit quality is not achieved, remember, nowhere in the Companies Act, nowhere in the CA Act, fees is linked with quality of audit. Quality of audit should be always intact. It should be in compliance with professional standards. It should be in compliance with auditing standards. It should be in compliance with technical standards. It should be in compliance with ethical standards. That's it. I hope I clarified. Now, if at all you are questioning the CA firm integrity, CA firm opportunity, that CA firm is an opportunist, if you are questioning that, first you should question not the firm, the government itself. How dare they put 1 rupee as the minimum fee? So first you should question the person who initiated this. Are you clear? That's it. So here the government is the culprit, not the CA firm. We go by law, we stand by ethics, we go by ethics. Whatever code of ethics is given, we follow. Whatever legal code is given, we follow that. So no violation from the CA firm in any way, ethically, nothing. If at all they did not do the audit qualitatively, they will see the consequences later. If they do audit qualitatively, enough. By the way, I know there is a second side of the story for this. Their auditors know they might get bribe from government, this fees and all, nothing. That I don't want to talk about. Simple. I don't want to talk on that, whether it is there or not, because we don't know. We don't see the facts, right? So I don't want to talk about. That's it. Okay. I hope an important. Many of you would have seen this article and got some confusion. I think now I clarified. Okay. That's it. Share it to your fellow professionals also who do not have this idea. Okay. Bye. Take care.